Hey, this is your girl Viva with Newly Defined Counseling, Coaching, and Consulting, or I like to call it NDC3. So, this is literally like my very first video. I'm playing with my laptop, I'm playing with um, areas to do video recording in, but at the same time, I want to be obedient because sometimes we can be stagnated and hindered when we're trying to be perfect, right? So yeah, I was like, you know what? I just came from the gym, left worship service. My husband and I went out and got something to eat, and decided, oh, we were gonna go to the gym and do a few things, a few workouts. I'm gonna get into that with y'all, right? A few little workouts, and then go ahead, shower, get situated because we're going to some friend's house for the Super Bowl party. So, anyway, hi, I'd like to welcome you. My name is Viva Lewis Blygen. I am a licensed therapist. I am a certified transitioning life coach. I'm also a certified professional development coach. I am a consultant, and I am also a sewist, seamstress, fashion designer, all things, right? And sometimes it's hard to juggle all of those things. I am also a newlywed. This is not my husband or my first marriage. And so we are doing things again and starting all over. So this video and this channel is going to be talking about all things. We'll be talking about mental health because I am a licensed mental health therapist. Um, we'll be talking about um, just fitness journey. I will share my journey along the way and just all things in life in general. Like I don't want it to be in the box, but I do want to make sure that it always comes back into making sure that it's helping us to protect our health and just work on us and grow as a community, as an individual, as a family, as a culture, just period. So, one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and I do have some bullet points, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was cleaning house. I know that during December, a lot may make like New Year's resolutions or um, promises to themselves or may create vision boards, all of those things. And for me, I know doing a New Year's resolution or doing a New Year's resolution specifically has never been beneficial for me. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and child, by day two, I'm done. Like we done broke up, whatever that resolution is. So I have taken on the responsibility, if you will, of making sure that I'm just being intentional, intentionally impactful. That has been my two words in 2024. And I really believe it's moving over with me for 2025 of being intentional. That means intentional with my health, intentional with my mindset, intentional with my relationships, intentional with being upfront and honest with myself, intentional with healing, all of those things, intentional with being the best me that I am supposed to be on this earth that God has ordained me to be. So there were a few things, and I will be as transparent as possible, but there were a few things that really resonated and hit my heart. And one of them was making sure that we clean house. Like, what are we doing with our body? Like, are we cleaning house with our body? And I'm going to share my journey as well because I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, and I'll get into more detail with that later. That kind of hindered me. I had this sewing business. I had clients. Um, I was doing fashion shows, like all of those things. And then all of a sudden, the autoimmune disease that I was diagnosed with in my 30s and never had to take medication or anything for it, none of that. It came full spiral for me in my 50s. And so when I went to the specialist, he was like, "Oh, we got to put you on this medication like right away. Because if you don't get on this medication, things are just going to down spiral like real quick." And of course, that left me in a just a state of dismay, like and despair. Like, I just got married. What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like all of this stuff that's going on. So one of the things that I decided to do and to start working on, and I'm not perfect with it, let me be very clear, was making better choices with my body. And the first thing that I did, I repented. Like I went to the Lord and I was like, "God, I'm so sorry for not taking care of this temple the way that I should." Right. I was eating, especially during our courting season, I was eating anything I was big and bad enough to eat, stuff that I knew that did not agree with my body. We were always going out to eat, and it was not really healthy stuff. It was whatever we wanted. If it looked good, if it smelled good, we were gonna eat it. And my husband is a foodie. So here I am running from one restaurant to the other, just cramming and stuff in my face. And not only was I cramming and stuff in my face, I was eating more than what I needed to. I was full and was still eating. So I had to repent for that, for just being, as the older folks say, long eyed, for just being long eyed. Another thing I had to do was clean my mind. And as I'm giving you these pointers, I'm still working on that as well. Okay. The other thing I needed to do was clean my mind. Like what kind of thoughts was I having? Did I have more negative thoughts that was going on in my head? Or did I have positive thoughts that combated the negative thoughts? Did I have was it just everything that was just pessimistic? Or did I have any type of optimism that was going on? And when I had a negative thought, did I cast down a negative thought with God's word? Did I speak out against the negative thought, or did I just let it take residence in my head and just play movies? Play these long movies and then cliff notes and then another movie and then cliff notes. And so there's just this whole story that I've made up in my head about certain situations, and I believe them instead of combating them. Right. So that was another thing for me. The other thing was clean my attitude. Because your girl was a natural fighter. So that's what she knew how to do. She knew how to fight. So it was no problem with matching your energy. Like you said A, I said B, C, D, E, F, G. Right? So it was cleaning my attitude and really doing the work. And as a therapist, I mean, I know the tools. So really doing the work to say, okay, where is this stemming from? Like, what is the root of this? Okay, what tools do I need to use in order to navigate through this? Like, is this the person that I really want to? Is this the me that I want to put out there on Front Street? Or do I really want to do the inner work? Right. The other thing was clean my heart. Y'all is, and I'm sure we've all have dealt with um, disappointments, hurts, um, intentionally and unintentionally, failed relationships, failed friendships, um, failed situations and events. And some of those things, because you could be so hurt because of the backlash of it, that it makes you kind of close your heart up and not trust others at all, and not trust your heart with others at all, and just be sitting and waiting for the shoe to drop. So we're going to talk about that in more detail with other videos. Like I'm going to do separate videos for each one of these and just go into detail with it. Um, Cleaning my heart was another thing. And then one of the other things for me was cleaning my business. For those of you who are entrepreneurs, um, was really going through and cleaning the business. Like, am I doing the things that other people expect me to do? Am I doing the things that other people want me to do because that's what they see? Or am I doing the things that I know that God called me to do? And am I standing on those things? And I will go in more detail with that with you as well. And then the very last thing, and I kind of talked about this before when I talked about the body, was forgiveness. Not just forgiving others, but forgiving yourself. All of these things combined, and I call it the clean house, all of these things combined with the autoimmune disease that I was diagnosed with caused more issues within my body because I was holding on to all of that stuff. I was holding on to past hurts. I was holding on to attitudes or, being upset with, dang, I should have said this and I should have said that. I was holding on to those negative thoughts in my mind. I was holding on to or just cramming unhealthy foods and things into my body. And so all of that stuff combined really catapulted with this um, diagnosis and just caused a lot of pain, a lot of unease, a lot of stress, a lot of hurt, a lot of disappointment, a lot of regret, for not doing the things that I know that I was supposed to do. The beautiful thing, though, is, God's grace and mercy and just being able to come up out of that. And I strongly believe that everything happens for a reason. I strongly believe that. And I also strongly believe that no matter what we go through, that God gets the glory out of it. And I will be talking about a lot of those things too on this channel. Like I said, this is just a pop up. Like I said, I just came from the gym. I'm being obedient, but I'm coming on because I really want to encourage whoever you are. If you're in and if this video just pops up on your feed or pop up somehow, I want to encourage you that as long as we got breath in our body, we can make the changes that we need to make. As long as we're still breathing, we can do something to be a better self for us. As long as we're breathing on this side, we can still take tools and use those tools to have a different outcome of what we're looking at now. We can make tomorrow a better day than what it was today. We can make the next hour a better time frame than what it was an hour ago. It starts here. It starts here. And so I'm definitely going to be coming on, dropping some tidbits and talking about different things. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have all the glitz and glamour with my videos. This is a new laptop. This is the first time I've done a video on this laptop. So I'm just going to put it out there. I'm not looking for perfection. 52 years old, about to be 53. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking to make a positive impact. So if this is for you, come on in and embrace this journey. I have a plethora of information and I'll be as transparent as possible. And if this is not for you, that's okay too. I hope that you find what you're looking for if it's not for you. Um, again, I'm excited. I this is this is new territory for me as far as putting myself out there on like YouTube. I've spoken at different events. I've spoken at different retreats. I've done that. I've done coaching events. I've done those things. But to be out here on camera with cancer culture and all this stuff going on, and to put myself on Front Street to help somebody else, yeah, no, that ain't me. Helping other people is me, but to put myself out there like that in Front Street with the way that these DMs and these comments be going, that ain't me. That ain't me, sis. It's not me. So I know that there's a purpose of this. I know that there's a reason for doing this. And my prayers is that whoever it's for is going to help you along the way because it's a journey. It's a journey. And sometimes, you'll see the glitz and the glamour and all of the perfectionism. Unfortunately, in social media and all those things, but you don't see the real thing that's going on behind the scene. I you're just gonna get behind the scene with me. This is what it's gonna be. I know my husband, I call him management. He'll probably take this video and put it in something or whatever. And I'm like, just upload it. This is all I got. And it's gonna be great. So I truly hope and pray that it will be helpful for you and we can grow together. If so, just make sure that you subscribe, like the video, share with someone who is, going through and transitioning um, through a situation or that's dealing with health issues or that's dealing with, you know, needs some additional guidance and just some real truth. Share it with your friends, your family, and your foes, because foes need love too, right? Share it, and we're going to keep it moving. So this is my first initial video, like real video without the videographer and all of that. I'm just coming as I am. And I hope that we have an amazing journey together. Again, my name is Viva Lewis Blygen. A lot of people call me Coach V. Some people call me Viva B. Um, but I am looking forward to coming in and dropping tidbits for NDC3, which is my counseling company. And until next time, you take care of yourself. You take the time to make sure that you're not pouring from an empty cup. You take the time to sit at the source and get what you need before you run out here ragged for everybody else. And then you have nothing else to give and you're left empty. Take the time for you so you can be the best you, not just for you, but for others. Until next time, love you big, deep, and wide. Talk to you later. Bye.